Okay. Here we go. We're gonna go to the city of Coparann. Jump on in. Start a little late. Up when the Miz is set up. Kingdom Hearts, she's probably gonna play through that. At least start it. We'll see if she finishes it. Alright. City of Coparann.
Halt! Do you seek entrance to our fair valley?
Yes, we do.
Sounds like a Fable character.
Then go see Sergeant Nickernin in the guardhouse.
Thank you. Clear skies.
Stay in the light.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Good day. I'm Sergeant Nickernin, Officer of the Day. What business brings you to Coparann?
Well, Sarge, we found something of yours on our way here.
Of mine? What exactly?
Here they are, Sarge.
The ring, the badge, the insignia. The man who wore those was of middling height. Broad shoulders, dark hair, and a broken nose. Am I right?
Correct. You knew him then?
He broke his nose after an exchange of views behind the barracks. Roald tried to headbutt his basic training instructor. That was me. Now tell me, what happened to my good friend Roald?
First, please accept our sincere condolences.
Thanks. Now tell me where, when, how, and who.
2 days ago. It was at small camp in some Calling ruins. He was found almost dead by the caravan people. They tried to heal him, and then some travelers in the caravan rushed in to kill your friend and the guards Master Gala had posted.
And no idea who those guys were?
No, Sarge, they look like common mercs to me.
Did Roald say anything to you?
It was too late for him.
Dire news. Listen, go and speak to the Ceannard. Tell him everything.
The Ceannard?
The Ceannard is the ruler of the Vale of Coparann.
And where is the Ceannard?
You can find him at the town hall at this hour. Give him this note from me and tell him exactly what happened. Here, my signature on the letter from Gala. Take it to Master Warmhearth at the general store. And here's a note for the Ceannard.
Stay in the light.
He didn't tell me clear skies.
Is this Baron really a dwarf? Are there dwarf? I can't call a dwarf my lord, can I? That sounds wrong.
Alright, well now's not the time. There we go. She's still talking.
Well met, what
Gonna
can
have
we
a
do for you
conversation.
on this fine morning?
What do you sell?
Yeah, let's take a gander first. I don't think he has anything of note either. Whenever I see this belt component pouch, it reminds me of like that gun from Fallout New Vegas. Looks very pistolish. Yeah, nothing of note. I have some stuff to sell.
Well met, what can we do for you on this fine morning?
Clear skies to you. Master Golden Tongue sent this letter.
Of course, of course. Yes. Master Golden Tongue's instructions are quite clear. Here's your money, and here's a receipt to sign. Would you be interested in sampling our wares?
We should go.
Pleasure doing business with you. Stay in the light.
Yeah, I already looked at your wares and I found them lacking, so no thank you. Alright, so map out this area before we talk to the Ceannard. Is any quests in here? Not until later, I think. In fact, I think it's the Ceannard that gives us the quest to go in there. map out this area so we get all the waypoints we can fast travel to. Speed things up just a little bit for later. I really like how this plate armor looks. I mean, I'm just a sucker for heavy armor. That's why I always go with it, because it just looks so darn cool. I think that's everything. Let's go talk to the Ceannard. Got it turned around. There it is.
Clear skies. Joris Nikonin says you have an interesting story to tell.
Clear skies to you, my lord. Well, it all began when we came upon this caravan.
Go on. Military matters I usually leave in the more than competent hands of the Baron. But Nikonin sent you to me. You see, he is a rarity in the Stonefist Mercenary Company, the one old hand who was born here. We have known each other almost all our lives. He is the reason Stonefist came to our aid during the Orc invasion. And he sent you to me? That's odd. Why did you come to Coparann?
An orc invasion?
Happened about 15 years ago. Several tribes got together, whipped to a frenzy by a shaman. They hit us hard and opened a breach, got a foothold in the outer works, and were about to hit the town. Then Gromnir hit them from behind, and they were between hammer and anvil.
The Stonefist Mercenary Company?
Our military force, since they helped us repel the Orc invasion.
Who's Stonefist?
Gromnir Stonefist, founder of the Stonefist Mercenary Company. That doesn't answer my question.
Our current mission is to escort Lady Kitaela. Coparann was the seat of her family before the Cataclysm.
And Lady Cathaela is on a nostalgia trip?
Far from it. One of her ancestors left family heirlooms hidden in the fortress. Among those heirlooms, we hope to find clues about the next stage of our quest.
Old elven nobility. I am sure I have never seen you before, Lady Cathaela. So tell me something about Coparann that a newcomer or even a casual visitor can't know.
In a side valley, there is an imperial mausoleum of Lanarak, home of the honored dead.
What's Lanarak?
A very particular kind of marble, very precious. The traditional stone for the honored dead.
A place of remembrance?
Yes, for the honored dead who fell in battle for the Empire.
There is indeed an ancient imperial mausoleum in a side valley, sealed off since the fall of Manacalon. Not many know of it. Thank you, my lady. I am convinced. As for the rest of you, you said you were sent by the Legacy Council? We see a lot of Council agents on their way to the Badlands, and they bring a lot of rumors. So tell me, is there any truth to the rumor that the Sorax are back?
Yes, and they're as nasty as legends made them.
Can they truly possess others?
Not possess, exactly. What they do is worse, if you believe the tales that the paladins of Ceannard recovered from their archives.
Do me a favor. Walk around our city, talk to the people. Then report your impressions to Sergeant Nikonin. Not a word about what you told me, though.
Do you believe the Sorax are in Coparann?
I'll say no more for the time being. Walk the streets, then see Nikonin. Meanwhile, stay in the light.
Clear skies to you, Ceannard.
He's one of those characters that I really appreciate in games like this. He's just the most sensible NPC you come across.
This town is really dirty.
And I do appreciate it. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Silly, really, this young man. He asked me for a specific design so he could propose.
So, he probably gambled the money away.
Not him. Straight arrow. On
Yeah.
the fast track to sergeant or higher. I asked around.
So, where is this paragon of yours?
Consigned to guard duty. A whole week. And that just on his return from patrol.
And they don't have like any hidden agendas. They just are doing what's right. So I guess it's like the morally straight ones. The ones with good intentions. So I need to go. There it is.
Sergeant, when can I see my Eric? He is due some liberty.
Lass, I already told you. He's assigned to guard duty.
A whole week of it? And that after 2 weeks on patrol? No, he just doesn't want to see me anymore.
Now, lass, don't you fret. It's not that at all. The old man has his whole patrol on guard duty in the basement ever since they came back. Something's up. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
So that NPC's already stood out to me. The woman here. She just looks too modern. Compared to everybody else. Her outfit just, I don't know, looks like something from the 90s or one of those 80s aerobic shows. Where's this other one at? I think it's back here. Hey, there it is. I feel like her name would be Brittany. She looks like a Brittany.
Ha! The Ceannard's hopping mad.
Why is that?
A whole week he's been waiting, and still no meeting with the Baron.
Well, that's weird. Usually they meet every day at least. Like an old couple, the two of them.
Yeah, I've known a few Brittany's in my day. She's definitely a Brittany. Alright, so there's a couple more. Go. Let me talk to this guy.
Well, mate, what can we do for you?
Yeah,
on
the
this
models
fine
aren't very good. The armor looks good. That's very intricate and cool looking, but yeah, the models are, they leave a lot to be desired. I am really proud how my sorcerer turned out. He looks pretty good. And I'm scant on the facial hair because the facial hair doesn't really fit their faces very well. So I'll have it on this guy and it's covered up by a helmet, so just to save appearances.
The Ceannard sent us to talk to you. Anything unusual in recent days?
Well, the Baron came back with a bunch of prisoners. Highwaymen, apparently. I'm wondering why they didn't hang them on the spot.
Hanging, eh? Would that be the normal practice?
Yes. You don't need that many prisoners to make them talk, if you ask me.
You know what it is about like walking animations and
Pleasure doing
cutscenes?
business with you.
Or
Stay in
dialogue
the light.
scenes? Because even the BioWare games, Dragon Age and Mass Effect, like, they have some like janky walking animations. For the dialogue. The dialogue cutscenes.
Mistress Mildred, the brewer
he has a
wants to
good-looking
know when
beard.
to bring the next delivery of ale. He doesn't want it to go
But it doesn't fit
stale.
his lips well.
He has his reputation to consider.
If only the Stonefist had let his thirsty patrol out on leave as usual. But now, we've only got the regulars and the ale's not moving too fast. Take him 2 empty barrels and get 2 new. It's the best we can do right now.
In fact, the only facial hair I like in this game are the beards, or the dwarven beards, which you can only put on dwarves, which is a darn shame. Yeah, again, I don't know what it is. It's like all walking animations and like dialogue cutscenes are always a little off. Oh, wait, Sergeant Nickenen. Going the wrong way.
Charming little town.
Well met again. So, you've had a chance to walk around the city and hear what people are saying? So, what do you think?
The story with the highwaymen is also weird. Why keep them prisoner? Normally the penalty is clear and swift. On the frontier, you don't feed idle people, particularly not scum like highwaymen. At best, you put them to work. At worst, they become fertilizer.
Something's wrong. Soldiers back from a patrol, denied leave, posted to guard duty, instead of visiting the tavern.
There are two things I didn't mention in our last conversation. Things about Roald and the Baron.
Roald came back with the last patrol, but we saw his body.
What about the Baron?
I've known him for 20 years. I was a founding member of the company. Now, for the first time in 10 years, I am Officer of the Day posted here, and that's not all. For the last 10 years, he's always called me Joris. Now, all of a sudden, it's back to Nickenen. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
What about Roald?
When you told me of Roald's death and return his personal effects, I was speechless. Not out of grief, but because not a week before, Roald had come back from patrol.
You mean one of them is not who he seems?
Suggestions, Sarge?
The Ceannard mentioned your mission. He and I go back a long way. So, go to see the Baron and tell him your heirloom story. I know what his normal reaction would be, so come back and we can compare notes. And if I were you, I wouldn't mention Roald, the caravan, or anything else. Clear skies to you.
Alright, the door is open. How's our sword coming along?
The Baron's waiting for you.
Okay, we're making some progress. I'll probably go out and like wander Badlands if I wanted to. The door's not open. I think that's the one that leads to the major gate. We can travel back to Caer Kiflin. Which Caer, by the way, means fort or fortress in Gaelic. Nice touch. The reason I'm excited to play the Waylanders because it's a Celtic themed. If there's loot up here, I don't think there is. It's a Celtic themed game coming out. You don't get a lot of those.
Greetings, adventurers. Sergeant Nickenen says you want to see me on some urgent matter?
Yes, it concerns our traveling companion, Lady Cathala.
Then let her speak for herself.
My lord, before the cataclysm, this valley was in the care of my family. Alas, only a few of us managed to survive, and none at all in the valley.
A sad tale, my lady, but not uncommon. Those were dire times.
My father passed away recently. Upon his deathbed, he mentioned some family heirlooms left in a hidden room somewhere in the fortress. With your leave, my lord, I would like to search for this hidden room and retrieve my family's belongings.
Out of the question. This is my castle, and all in it belongs to me. Now begone, and be glad that, as a guest, you are protected by our customs. Otherwise, your impudence would land you in the dungeon.
You're asking for my stuff back. Straight to jail.
He's rude, but he's a dwarf after all.
Ah, you're back. How did the audience go?
Clear skies. Well, he didn't imprison us, just threw us out.
Just threw you out? That's not like him at all.
Oh, he's not always so generous to strangers?
No. Just pragmatic and smart.
Pragmatic?
It would be cheaper to let you find the heirlooms under close escort. He'd demand a fee, but it's easier than having to search for himself.
Smart.
Of course, smart. If we assume Lady Keithaela's story is true, then arresting her or coercing her could have drawn the ire of an elven clan. A pretty stupid move for stuff which might only have sentimental value, so not like Gromnir at all.
Fine. What do you suggest?
Let me make some preparations. You go back to him tomorrow, as envoys of the Legacy Council.
He is a nice dwarf.
Alright, take a long rest. I guess we just go back to the entrance. There's a camp right outside. I think we get to the tavern and pay. But that's nonsensical when we can rest for free.
Sergeant Nickenden, why are you bringing these people to me again?
My lord, they showed me credentials that I thought you should see.
Credentials? What do credentials have to do with Lady Keithaela's claims?
My lord, we are deputies of the Legacy Council.
And the Legacy Council
Yeah, right.
interferes in Coparann's affairs?
Quite the contrary, my lord. The
It's cheaper.
council would appreciate Coparann's help.
Why didn't you say so yesterday?
We do not flaunt our allegiance unless there is need, my lord.
Lady Keithaela has agreed to help the council in a delicate and vital matter.
And what is that?
Historical research.
Those baubles have some historical value?
We believe so, my lord. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
Then why not just say so?
Confidential matters are best handled confidentially, my lord.
Then, shall we search for these heirlooms together? I shall escort you, and we'll inventory the historical items. Then we can discuss a reasonable share for the keep.
That would be more than fair, my lord.
Then please, lead the way. Where should we start?
In the basement, my lord.
Let's go then. Nickenden, you were right to bring them to me. Now back to your post.
Yes, my lord.
The Baron's waiting for you.
Alright. No reason why I'm casting aid here. Just, yeah, being overly cautious. Did I not see this? Oh, it's in here, I think. This is where the book is at. Yeah, so one of these opens up the chest door. Yes, cell key. I think this is this one. I mean, we can also use Misty Step, I think, to get inside. It's not a big deal. Either way. Don't mind me. I'm just being cautious.
Here, this is the place.
And so near the dungeons. How subtle. And fitting. Please, Lady Kateya, before we inventory your heirlooms, there is something I wish to show you. You will find it interesting, hopefully.
Is that the Baron?
Now we shall all have a nice long chat together. And you will give me that crown.
Didn't seem to care about the crown much yesterday. That's some good initiative rolls. Alright, how do I want to do this? Oh, actually, I know exactly how to do this. Nice. Oh, I can't quite get... Ah, my paladin wasn't in the way. Fine, we'll do it this way. I should have hasted him up instead. Oh well, we'll be fine. Go after this guy first, I guess.
Wait till the next one.
So he's here. The Sorax appear eventually, right? 24 damage. Pretty good. There more torches? Though, I think that's it. Still better than none. So I think that lights up the whole area. From one end to the other with daylight in the center.
Deal with it.
Oh, they're labeled as Zorak infiltrators. Oh, I control him. Neat. Let's get him over here. Keep him safe. From the archers, anyway.
You have them now.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to hear it. Oh wait, I'm supposed to use haste with him. Gosh darn it. Oh, good damage though. Should finish him off this turn.
Bravo! victory is yours.
Should have had the barbarian where the paladin's at, and vice versa.
Oh, bad luck.
She puts out decent damage. So she has 19 strength, I think. Or is it 18? See, I knew I should have put spiky growth over here. I just didn't remember where the Sorak spawned at.
Walk it off.
Sorry, he can take a few hits. He's a tough cookie. What's this guy doing? Got a crossbow. Why'd he run down there like that? Well, good. They're still targeting the barbarian, even though he's in a bad spot. Works for me.
I thought you could fight.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's why I used Bless on him. Some weak radiant damage. Oh well. It could be worse.
Bleed!
He's in at 42 health. Hopefully we finish him off this turn. Not going to get my hopes up though. Or I guess not this turn, next turn.
Oh, a fine stroke.
Ouchies. Alright, we need to Misty Step him out of there and get her out of there as well.
Walk it off.
Oh crap, I forgot all about that guy. Taking some support to my back line here, because they are in trouble.
Well struck.
It'd be cool if he had like some sort of magic axe instead of just like the regular axe that he's wielding. To give his character a little bit more, I guess, backstory. Like, how'd he get this axe? Like, he's lived a life beyond what the game has presented to us.
Death reaches out for you.
Death reaches out for you, then you roll a 1. Okay. Alright, take him out. Only 3 damage. Come on, man. What's he got? 2 or 3 left? 4. Alright, dispose of him. Alright, well I know who Donvald's going after. Oh, he's in trouble again. Well, maybe I should protect the guys down here first. Don't worry about the ranged guys. I'm not as worried about the ranged guys as I am the guys threatening my back line. And get behind him. Nice. 18 damage.
You die like the rest.
Alright, don't really like the position she's in. She should be okay. She doesn't have a ton of health to tank this guy with. I can only shapeshift if things get
more coming your way.
Sketchy. We're a little bit of extra HP. Why she's landed a single one of those this fight.
Well done. A victory fit for a song.
Alright, well, Sorcerer's definitely put in his work, especially hiding enemies around, and he's finished off 2 of them. I should have moved him over here. Wait, no, the Sorcerer finished him off, so never mind. Played out exactly how I planned. Well, I didn't plan, you know, or depending on dice rolls. Hoped is a better word for it. Oh, come on. Yeah, I probably would have killed him if I let that hit. Alright, finish him off so I don't have to waste a turn attacking him.
A good
Awesome.
kill, as they say. A telling blow. Take that!
Alright, hopefully he doesn't go after the bear. I mean, not that it's a big deal if he does, they just resummon it, but it'd be nice if he didn't.
Well done.
Sweet. Did I expect her to actually succeed. Alright, let's get up here next to this guy.
What strength!
Oh, that's right, his haste wore off. So he goes after these guys. Since he's prone, they get a disadvantage on their range attack against him, so maybe he'll survive.
Kill them all!
Well struck!
He's gonna trap himself in the corner. Let's see, he might be able to jump off the
You have them
railing.
now.
Say new contenders? Who? Oh, this guy. Wait, what? How long has he been there? Well, let's go take care of him, I guess.
No quarter given. Well done.
And that's a weird choice. But I think we finish him off here with the bear.
Ow! Deal with it. Ah. You suck.
I mean, it still did some damage. Do really like that feat. Even if a cantrip misses, it does, was it 50% damage? Girl's at 20, I think he's dead. Well, he's dead anyway. Oh, there's an ingredient there for him. Alright. Free the, Baron? Yeah, Baron. Thanks, man.
Gromnir.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot
thank
easier
you.
since
You're
that second
safe.
fight, or level 2 fight.
Yes, I am. Thanks to Joris and these adventurers, it seems. Thank you.
Now, old friend, go see Atima with Joris.
No, I'm fine.
I knew you'd say that. I am the Ceannard, and you shall resume your duties. Only if our cleric says you're fit.
But...
No buts. I shall secure the keep and the valley till you're back. As for you, my friends, find Lady Catale's belongings and meet me in the throne room.
Strike true.
What is he striking? So I'm gonna start saying goodbye to people. Strike true! Alright, so I guess sell key, so we need to make... I think it's this one? Yeah, he panicked and yelled, "Strike true." Then, of course, the Baron said, "You too." Alright, so money. Straight up short sword +1. 1 to 6 +1. The prime scimitar. I guess we just sell this. Alright, then we get rid of this one. I think we activate the other two, and that's it, right?
Tell us, Lady Catale, what did you find? A gem?
This is my spell book. I remember.
Wonder what happens when he hits strike
wand,
3.
A robe, Some money as well as a piece of paper.
What does it say?
I don't know. There is only one word written on the paper. Adrastio.
Is that another place?
I'm not sure. I feel the pull coming back.
I guess we'll soon be on the road again then.
More monsters to kill. Fantastic.
What about that door? Another secret from Imperial times?
Primed weapons. Roll of Rage Dead. Alright, let me go back through and reorder all this stuff quick. Make sure it's at least somewhat organized. And did we finish? We did rest. Did we finish this? No. Or late afternoon.
A major gate. Captain Arnsell was right.
This dusty old room?
Yes. Look at it. It's perfectly intact.
It is locked, though.
Well, how do we unlock it?
You need to use its name. It would normally be engraved nearby, but this was a private, secret gate.
So, we can't use it.
I know its name. This was my family's.
So?
Once you get me to my master, I'll give you the name.
I guess that's fair.
And then, we teleport to Caer Kiflin. That's fantastic!
I'm not sure the Ceannard would want to wait.
Then I'll give him the name, but you still need to stay with me.
She's tough, but at least she doesn't sound crazy anymore.
Watch your words, you...
Never mind.
Oh, the bear? Yeah, the bear is probably a little hungry. Alright, let's go talk to the Ceannard. Is that not how you stand around and talk to your friends? Lined up like that? So you have to turn your head, crank it to the side to speak to him? Also, when Don, the sorcerer, speaks, he reminds me a little bit of Archer. At least the animation from Archer. The way his eyes and stuff looks when he's speaking.
Lady Kitaea, dear friends, words are not enough to convey my thanks. Your swift action has saved my life, and our Vale. We shall be more wary of the Council's warnings.
The Council warned you?
Indeed. I thought they exaggerated, alas. If anything,
yeah,
they
the Archer
weren't
TV
loud
show.
enough.
Sorax are real. You saw them with your own eyes.
Their presence was a clear message. Be wary. Be careful.
True. We won't let our guard down.
How does this change your position? Do you plan to join the Council, or simply to help us in our endeavors?
We shall join. The discovery of the hidden gate will allow us to communicate swiftly. But enough about matters of state.
The Ceannard has the right of it. The only
So not so
benefit
much
of
when he's
power is
talking
the
to like other
ability to reward
NPCs,
friends.
but when he's talking to the rest of the
And
party,
true
he's like
friends of
eyeballing them to the
Coparann
side.
you have proven to be.
Thanks for your kind words. We feel quite rewarded.
You are hereby granted
I mean,
permanent
it
citizenship.
was a
of
low-budget
Coparann,
game.
with all associated rights,
Or a
as
Kickstarter
well
game.
as free use of our rediscovered gate.
The keys to the town, maybe?
No, I have
And
not. I
these
haven't watched the
gems
last
from
couple
our
of seasons,
mine
actually. I'm a
are
little
well
behind.
suited to holding enchantments. Go forth on your journey with our blessings.
Many thanks for your generous gifts. May Ceannard watch over Coparann.
I didn't watch... So I watched up until the space season. I didn't watch when they went to space. Been meaning to, just haven't had the time. Rations. 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 Okay. Yeah, looking forward to watching. I used to watch that show a lot when I was in the military. It was like my feel-good show. So like in high school, and I can get up on these pillars. There's no ceiling that they would support. Oh, that's right. We got the Diamond of Eli, or Eli, whatever it is, so we can craft that one weapon. But in high school, and like shortly after high school, Scrubs was my like go-to feel-good show. So I could just like put it on the background while I did other stuff. It was Archer for a few years, and now I just have like YouTube stuff play in the background. I've actually been listening to a lot of jazz lately. Never been a huge jazz guy, but I've been enjoying it quite a bit the past couple of weeks. That's right, I need to meet the scavengers here, and then she's going to want to talk to us. We'll deal with that when we go to leave. Let's go talk to the scavengers back here. Yeah, it's a good show. It is a solid one. The Mrs. doesn't care for it, but I'm a fan.
Are you the local
with excellent core
boss of the
strength.
scavengers?
Yeah, you could say that. Not bossing much, I'm afraid. We used to have adventurers raiding around here, but now, just one.
One?
Yeah, she's around somewhere. You might run into her.
We found an old Temarian monastery south of here.
Yeah? Tell me where. We'll take care of it.
Alright, some more ingredients. And sell everything else. I really love the scavenger mechanic in this game, and I think more CRPGs need to incorporate it. Because then you never have to worry about leaving loot behind. I mean, I think Pathfinder handles it well too. Like whenever you leave an area, you can just grab everything as you exit the area. But the scavenger system is also really good.
Sorax right under our noses, eh? It's worse than I thought. I met with this fake
Yeah.
baron more than once recently. Didn't see a difference.
And who might you be, lady?
Call me Bitterroot.
That's a peculiar name.
It's the only name I need. Tell me, son. You're bound to the Legacy Council, ain't that right?
I knew these badges would
Flashbacks to
help
my childhood,
eventually.
Yes, we are.
where I grew up. A lot of people have
Interested in
accents like that.
Ever heard of Arwen Merton? He's probably marinating in some tavern in Caer Kiflin.
He's slower than
We met
molasses in the wind.
If you'd be so kind, I have something I'd like you to take back to him. A message. And a gift.
Why not go yourself?
I'm not going to him. He needs to come to me.
Sounds like a sensitive topic.
I'd rather not go into detail.
What's the gift?
Yeah, we don't gossip around these parts.
A long sword.
Not too heavy. He could do that.
But what's the reward?
Ah, real heroes. I can give you the location of a treasure.
Of course.
It's like that
Everyone
line from
keeps
Over
a
the
treasure
Rock
map
now.
in their pocket
Do
just
not
in case.
seek
It's
the
a
treasure.
Manicalan building in the Badlands. The Arcaneum wanted me to loot it,
Headlong Surespell would pay a fortune for what's inside.
but it's full of monsters. Too many for me.
We could team up.
I've lost a taste for adventuring. Do we have a deal?
Fine. What's the message?
You tell him he owes me a child, and I'm waiting here in Coparann.
Fine. We'll take your message to him.
Thank you. Here's the blade. Oh, and the map.
Farewell, Bitterroot.
Like half the teachers were. I went to school that had accents like that. Alright, hopefully... No, he failed it the past couple of times. That's right, we have a very low int score, don't we? It's 14, it's not too bad. We'll finish that eventually. Could be. I mean, she's saying someone else owes her the child, so I don't know. Alright, to the Master's Fortress, I guess. Really want that Lightbringer greatsword before we get to that fortress. It's gonna come in very handy there. Maybe they leave it a little ambiguous. Alright, so he's he's melee, let's see. Yeah, these are all melee, so they should all run to me. Oh, he's awake now.
If it doesn't kill you.
Oh, he is ranged. I guess he only has a few javelins? I have a ton of movement. I guess they're all barbarians? Alright. My turn. After the ads first.
You'll die like
they have the weak
rest.
ones. So focus down the big one. So he has, what, 170 health? He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, he's the chief. Or chieftain. My guy's a half-orc. I mean, he's standing... I mean, if he was standing up straight, he'd be up to, like, his chest, I guess. Awesome. Terrible rolls on their part. Oh, she's got new spells, finally.
Good kill.
Oh, she did kill one. Good for her. Her sorcerer's still back there asleep. He's still clunked out in the back.
One less enemy.
Good job, Baloo.
You have them now.
They get disadvantage. So when you see the two rolls, like when an enemy attacks, you'll see two dice roll at the bottom. When they have disadvantage, they have to take the lower of the two dice rolls. So I have advantage here. See two rolls? Since I have advantage, I take the bigger of the two rolls.
A palpable hit.
Here I didn't have advantage or disadvantage, so it's just the one roll.
That's battle.
She's got nothing on my sorcerer. You should be awake now, right? Yeah. Decided to finally join the fight. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome to the fight.
I trained hard for this.
Yes, this is the first D&D 5e adaptation video game. With Baldur's Gate being released eventually.
Next time, I swear.
No problem, man. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'm far from an expert. But, you know, I've beaten the game before. And I'm doing pretty alright, considering this is the hardest difficulty. Except for, you know, the second stream, but we don't talk about that one. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I misclicked.
You didn't get me.
Yeah, it uses D&D 5e. There are some unique things to this game since they didn't have the, I guess, the rights to use all of D&D's copyrighted material. So some of the classes are unique to the setting. But the rule set itself is D&D 5e. Like the archetypes and stuff are not. And I think something to do, that's why the Sorcerer and Druid and Barbarian came out after the fact, because they weren't part of, I don't know which classes are part of like the original player's handbook. But I think they're limited to just the original classes as well. So I don't think we'll ever see the monk and stuff like that. They are because I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so enemies get, I think, damage resist and boosted hit points. They don't normally take that long. Oftentimes you can wrap them up with a single fireball if you're playing, at least on Authentic. When I first beat it, I played on Authentic, and again, most encounters were dealt with a single fireball. Then you just go on about your business. So I don't know. My only experience with 5e is this game. I've never played tabletop anything.
Friends are always welcome at the Shield.
Yeah, all my D&D and Pathfinder knowledge comes from video game adaptations. And what people tell me in the comments and stuff. Alright, come on, wolves, let's dance. Should be 3. Where's a winter wolf at? Oh, he's over there. Alright, so I'll send the barbarian over here to tank these two. Or 3.
Again, harder.
Since he has absurd physical resist. Oh, Kingmaker won't taint you. Kingmaker's a brilliant game. Alright, so we'll move her, let's see. I'm gonna do spiky growth. Stop these guys from getting over here. Well, won't stop them, but it will hurt them. Yes, you can. So right here, you can see that. Cast Magic Missile at a higher level, Scorching Ray at a higher level. I didn't see the stop to see if my greatsword finished.
I trained hard for this.
Chapter 5. Is that Barnhold Vanishing, or is that the way he was dancing across the ground? Barnhold Vanishing, is that or Chapter 5 Barnhold Vanishing, or is that War of the River Kings? I think the War's Chapter 6. It's been a little while since I played that. Wait, there's 6 or 7 chapters in the game. I thought there was, maybe I'm just misremembering. I always get 2 of them mixed up because I think the Season of Bloom lasts longer than I thought it did. I thought the Season of Bloom was 2 chapters, but it's like just one really long chapter. Honestly, the part of the game that everybody complains about, I didn't mind it the first couple times I played through it. It wasn't until I streamed it and I tried to get through it in like one sitting that I hated it. So I think if you're having trouble with the a certain house at a certain location in time, take breaks. Like play it like half-hour increments. It will be much more enjoyable, in my opinion. Because otherwise, it's gonna feel like a slog. I was getting irritated
Go to hell.
in my streamed playthrough because I absolutely hated like trying to do that in one sitting. I enjoyed Chapter 5. I think Chapter 4, yeah, Chapter 4 is my favorite. That's Barnhold Vanish. Right? Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. I thought Chapter 6 was the War of the River Kings, because there's 7 chapters. You have the first chapter, first act, where you become a baron. Chapter 2 is Troll Trouble. Chapter 3, Season of Bloom. Chapter 4 is Barnhold Vanishing. 5... No, I missed one. That's right, there's a chapter I'm forgetting. Oh, the Twice-Born Warlord. 5 is Twice-Born Warlord. 6 is War of the River Kings. 7 is the end of the game. I got it. Yeah, that dungeon was... I love that dungeon so much. My first playthrough, I think it was before they introduced the rations to it. Like, they patched in rations, and that room filled up with zombies. Before that, if you didn't bring rations, that was gonna be a rough dungeon. 'Cause I remember I was like burning every resource I had to get through that dungeon in my first playthrough. It's all good, man. I was just trying to remember, because I got him confused too, because Season of Bloom feels like it's 2 different chapters. And so I used to get them, get the chapters mixed up. Yeah, also, Varnhold was the only boss that I didn't fear in my Fear Varian playthrough. I think I even feared the final boss of the game. I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't played that far. I feared every dragon, I feared every boss, except for, I think, Vorticai. Because I think Vorticai is immune to fear. I have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure he is. I talking about Varnhold vanishing? Oh, darn tiger drakes. Forgot about this fight.
Not bad, eh?
Should probably just go and smite these guys, honestly. I hate dealing with these guys. Favorite turn-based game? Well, since I play most CRPGs in real time with pause, I probably won't count those. That's a good question. I don't think anyone has ever asked me that. I'm a big fan of like the XCOM games and stuff like that. I mean, is KOTOR? I mean, KOTOR is technically turn-based. And KOTOR is my favorite game of all time. There's a ready up a melee attack, I think. They will come to me. Actually, you know what? I'll keep the bear back here to help protect these guys from this direction. Yeah, but as far as like a pure turn-based, I really like the Banner Saga. Now I kind of want to revisit it now that I've gotten better at Let's Plays. I want to do the game justice.
You'll die anyway.
There's a lot that I haven't played. There's a lot of turn-based games, but what have all... I'm trying to think of everything I've played. I mean, Atom RPGs is really fun. Underrail. Underrail's up there for sure.
More coming your way.
I still want to play, was it Ash for the Gods? Ashen Gods? It's a very Banner Saga Banner Saga-like a game. Also, I really like Divinity Original Sin as well. Now, I haven't played the second one.
A modest success.
Which is probably most people's go-to answer. But the first one is great. Never beat it. I kept restarting with different people, and we never got through the whole thing. Pool of Radiance is a good game. Actually, I have that on GOG. That'll be coming to the channel eventually. There's so many games to go through. Darklands. I have there's like a couple D&D bundles on GOG, and I own all of them. Eye of the Beholder. I'm a big fan of blobber games, so like Eye of the Beholder, Might and Magic.
You're still in the fight, my friend.
Legend of Grimrock. So we can't reach anybody. Just come over here and ready up a melee attack. No, but I either own it or it's on my wish list. I don't remember. But yeah, I do have Empire of Sin on my radar. Granted, my wish list has like 1,600 games on it, so...
Lucky? Perhaps.
I keep up with a lot of games. Or try to. I mean, it's hard to keep up with everything. Hey, Richard. I'm good. How are you, man? I will. I'm actually going to do the entire... So, my plan is... It's mostly going to take place after Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. Because my two priorities were Wrath of the Righteous and Baldur's Gate 3. So once that's done, I plan on playing through the entire Divinity franchise, starting with Divine Divinity, and then working my way through all of it in the order that it was released in. Not chronological order, because I think the original Sin games take place before Divine Divinity, and I think Dragon Commander takes place like before everything else or something like that. Like, I know the order of release isn't the chronological order of the story. And they don't necessarily connect either, which is fine. But yeah, it's gonna be a big project for the channel, playing through all the Divinity games, because it's gonna take a little while. Alright, so if she could finish off one of these guys. The first, like, wait, do you mean Enemy Unknown? Because some people consider that the first XCOM, or do you mean like the original XCOM? Because that game is a pain in the butt. So I don't want to burn through too many resources here because I don't remember where the long rest is. I think it's on the other side of the map behind a bush you can knock down. Yeah, I think release order, that way I catch all like the references to the other games as you proceed through it. It makes more sense. Everything makes, like all the lore and everything will make more sense that way. Even if they retcon some stuff in the future games, I think it'll be easier to keep things straight, like names, places, people, events. I'm pretty sure, like, characters from Divinity Original Sin 2, like, I'm not going to name anybody for spoiler sakes, appear in the first one, and it's like, alright, you hear about this guy all throughout the second one. Who is he? Oh, he's in the first game, okay. I actually haven't played XCOM 2. There's a lot of games I haven't played that I normally would have because I was planning on making a channel. So I put off playing these games so I could play through them blind on the channel. There's a lot of them. It's been like since 2012. I mean, there's a few games that I played anyway, but I did skip out on a lot so I could save them for the channel. If you want to start a YouTube channel, man, do it. If you have the means to do it. It is a blast. I absolutely love doing this. I get up at 3 a.m. every morning, make my coffee, take my shower, my coffee's brewing, come in here and do my Let's Plays. So much fun. Yeah, I want to play Dark Alliance. I'm waiting for the second one to get re-released and for them to come to PC. I assume that they're going to sell them both together once they're both out. Hopefully as a bundle. I can get them for a little bit cheaper. I really want Champions of Norath to come to PC as well to get that, for that to get a, you know, quote re-release. I know they didn't actually do anything to it besides make it run on modern systems. Yeah, I like the old Dark Alliance games. Champions of Norath, even like the old Gauntlet games. In fact, the original Gauntlet soundtrack is just... I absolutely love that, like, theme song. Well, what are you passionate about, man? Do you want to do Let's Plays? Do you want to do guides? Compilations? Like, who's your favorite content creator? 'Cause I mean, that's what I did. I made a channel inspired by my favorite Let's Player. And just went with that. So like, I had the inspiration thanks to him, which made it a little easier. Right, there's not enough time to play every video game, but gosh darn it, I'm gonna try. Well, now that I have a kid on the way, it's gonna be even harder. So, we'll see. We'll see where it takes us. My favorite Let's Player is and/or was Get Daved. He's kind of retired from doing Let's Plays now. He's currently making a video game, which is pretty cool. Alright, so I definitely don't want to fight any of these guys in these buildings until I rest up. Aw, me? Well, there you go. There's the inspiration. Just do what I do. Read all the dialogue. Explore every nook and cranny. Because like, there's a few of the bigger Let's Players, like I watch a couple of them, like Christopher Odd, I'll watch every now and then. But most of them streamline their content so much, they don't do all like the side stuff and explore everything. And I can't stand that. Like, don't leave a game incomplete. Like,
I see something in the water.
Video games are experiences, and if you are, I don't know, yeah, experience the whole thing. Otherwise, you're cutting yourself short. Yeah, have fun. If you're not having fun doing it, don't do it. Alright, we're not gonna mess with that yet. Need to find this rest spot. I'm pretty sure it's over this way. And did we finish the sword? Let me check real fast. Oh, so close. After we rest, it should be done. Because we do need that sword for some of these upcoming fights. Epic name Bree. Can't say that I know the name.
There's something in the ground.
Yeah, I think the hardest part of starting a YouTube channel is like getting the hardware to do it, especially right now since everything's so darn pricey. But if you can get past that hurdle, let's go for it. Heck, even if you have consoles, you can get a capture card and do it that way. That way you don't have to worry about having a PC hardware. That's a good game. I did a stream playthrough of the Scoundrel story. And I was actually thinking about revisiting it, but Titan Quest just released another expansion. And so after I stream this, I'll probably stream that expansion. I finally got a good weapon for my Paladin, or a better weapon. Get rid of this darn hammer. Alright, start crafting. What's next? Do the Doomblade Greatsword. Corp of Accuracy. White Burn. The Blood Ruby or the Cloud Diamond. One of these two is sold back at the Antiquarians. So they did fix this weapon. Did they? Those damage values look the same as before. I read in the patch notes, because they nerfed the wind snakes. So when you summon wind snakes, you don't get 4 of them anymore. You only get the 1. And they also nerfed this, I thought, but it looks the same. Unless there's something I'm missing. We have 2 Doom Gems, so why not make... Are there 2 Doom weapons? Oh, the Doomblade Rapier. Don't care about that. Oh, we need a Prime Longsword for this. Don't we have one? We had a Prime Longsword. It was just scimitars? Nope, just a short sword. Darn. So we have to find a way to buy that. We'll start by the Arcaneum first when we go back to Caer Kiflin. I guess we can make this for our Barbarian until we can make this. I have not. I've still been on the fence about buying it. I mean, I probably will. And Diablo 2 is a huge part of my childhood. I guess early teen years. I played it a lot in middle school, into high school, because I actually played it with my first girlfriend in high school. I'm on the East Coast. Good old EST. Used to be on the West Coast. These ran out to the daylight to fight me. What an idiot. Oh, buddy, you just made this super easy for me. Well,
Fortune is
land my
fickle.
hits. With their daylight spell in here just to be safe. Yeah, I also plan on doing a let's play of all the Diablo games at some point. Not super excited about 3. I've played actually quite a bit of 3. I guess Yeah, I pre-ordered it back when it was announced. Because I'm such a huge fan of Diablo 2, they announced Diablo 3, and then on release, I don't know if anyone played Diablo 3 on release, but it was terrible.
More.
Luckily, the Reaper of Souls expansion did fix most of that. Yeah, I'm a big, well, my first character is a Necromancer. Still a big fan of the Necromancer. I think the Druid is my favorite class in Diablo 2. I also like the Barbarian and Paladin. They really cared for the sword very much. Daylight doesn't... It's not affecting down here, is it? This is in bright light. I don't see him. Oh, found him. That's what I'm saying. Like I like games. It's hard to find that much time. That's why I prioritize. I think I'm gonna start just doing mostly CRPGs and TRPGs. Because I don't have time to play everything that I want to play.
Only the last blow matters.
That's why I started streaming more, because streams allow me to kind of get through games a little faster. Yeah, absolutely. I think 4 battle clerics is probably one of the best parties you can have in the game. Battle clerics are extremely powerful. Yeah, the game's not that difficult. I mean, Cataclysm, getting past that one fight, once you're past it, it's not going to be too bad.
You suck.
That bear jump. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know if that's in the cards anytime soon. I thought about doing it by this December, but other things have come out.
You like that?
Like, I forgot Mecha Jammer came out in December. I was like, really excited for that. It's a little rough around the edges, but I think it's still a good game. Can't see anybody. Okay, well, come on down here then. No, I'm not a big fan of World of Tanks. I have played it once before.
Just where it hurts most.
For the most part, I've kind of cut ties with a lot of multiplayer games because they soak up so much time, and my time's pretty limited. Though I do play Hunt Showdown with my buddy. That's a really solid shooter.
More.
But it is also very challenging. But I like hard games, so. So, World of Tanks or Hunt?
I won't miss next time.
But that's why, I mean, yeah, wanted to play everything. I do, like I said, I have like 1,600 games on my wish list, so it's a heavy burden to bear. Especially with all like the old games I want to play, and then games keep coming out too fast for me to like keep up. It is it's a good time.
Clearly, you have trained well.
Yeah, I didn't get that into it. I had a buddy I used to work with that was into it, and so I gave it a shot. Now, as far as multiplayer games go, I used to be really into League of Legends. Like really into League of Legends. I played it since it came, like, I think I may have played open beta. In fact. It took me a while to break away from that game. Not go that way yet. Can we go on this side? I think we can shoot these down, can't we? Right, Legend of Dragoon? Legend of Dragoon was a huge part of my childhood. Still waiting on the remake for it. Which has been rumored for years now. League is a curse. I've reinstalled it, and I've been playing it a little bit because I watched the Arcane show, which was actually a really good show. I didn't think I was gonna like it since they're just kind of redoing the lore that I'm already familiar with. But it was handled very well. Jace was actually one of my, well, semi-mains. My main is Darius. Darius, Garen, and Wukong. But, there's always a place for Jace in my lineup as well. Yeah, I was surprised by, again, how well it was handled, especially since it was like an area that I don't care too much about. Oh, there's two in here. Okay. We should be fine.
You die like the rest.
Yeah, I'm pretty straightforward, man. So, well, back in like season 2, I mained jungle, and so I mained like Hecarim and Amumu and Nunu. I used to play the original Nunu in top lane a lot. I'm a top lane guy. I used to be a jungle guy. I actually like support quite a bit because Braum is one of my favorite characters in the game. Yeah, I have almost like 500,000 mastery points in Darius.
Walk it off.
Yeah, the Legend of Dragoon 2 would be great. I mean, I assume that if they do a remake of the first one, and it does well, they'll probably pursue a sequel. Or something to that effect.
No.
Alright. Let's do... Actually, you know what? We'll just cast Haste on him. Actually, it might be better my paladin now that he has Lightbringer Greatsword.
That's battle.
Did you even get up top?
Good arms you got.
Well struck.
So much damage. Lightbringer Greatsword carries you through a large portion of the game. I feel like I got it later than usual. Well, I guess, no, I need Stardust. No, I got Stardust earlier on. No, I need the Prime Greatsword. That's what I was waiting on. I didn't have anything that the Arcaneum wanted. Yeah, that's probably fine. I want to show this off.
Are you still with us?
He doesn't hit hard, but he hits consistently, and that's all that matters.
A good kill, as they say.
He's good for cleaning up mobs like that, so. The 29 damage is pretty good.
You suck.
All right. Was a darn shame, because the first one, I mean, I didn't beat the first one. I wasn't that good at games back when I played it. I got stuck somewhere in disc 2, but man, I played the heck out of disc 1. And I would play the heck out of a remake. I don't play a lot of JRPGs. I'm not... I feel like most of the newer ones don't really speak to me like the older ones did. Still a fan of Final Fantasy. Well, at least I liked 10. 10 and before 10. With 6 being my favorite. I thought about playing Dragon Quest XI because I like the Dragon Quest games as well. She could use some arrows. Well, no, she doesn't need more arrows. We'll just leave those there. Alright, then we need to knock this out. Where's that? Sorry, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest. I mean, it's both. There we go. New Vegas I've beaten twice. Once as NCR and once as Legion. And then Fallout 3 is probably one of my most beaten games as well. I've beaten it 4 or 5 times. No mods, because it was all on console, so. Dragon Ball Xenoverse? No, I have not. Is that the, that's the newest Dragon Ball game, right? Come back here, come here. Now, for the most part, if you don't see it on the channel, I probably am not playing it. Unless it's like a Hunt Showdown or something. I don't give myself a lot of time outside of the channel to play games. I never played Final Fantasy V. They finally added 1 and 2 to the Steam store. That's exciting. It's holding off on purchasing them until they added all of them, and they finally did. So I haven't bought them yet. At some point, I will. Oh, is it? Then yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I hear about the Dragon Ball games when they come out, but I get them all mixed up. I almost got that Shonen Jump game. Only because they added Kenshiro in it. I feel like a lot of people don't know who Kenshiro is. It might be just age prejudice. But I was super excited when they added Kenshiro to that game. So I'm not a huge anime guy, but I did grow up watching a lot of the older ones like Fist of the North Star, Berserk, Dragon Ball Z, of course, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, stuff like that. Should I see through here? Let's just stand off to the side. Do it. Go over here, please. Thank you. Let's see. They have a couple sconces in here. Maybe it's worth going in here and just activating those instead. Oh, he's coming up from behind. Oh yeah, Jump Force looked terrible, but... where's the other guy at? Oh, he's down there. Okay. We probably have the Barbarian take care of him, so you know what? Let's do this. We'll haste the Barbarian. Actually, no, let's do the Paladin instead. At least you get more damage off. She's gonna come out here and help deal with this guy. But because they added Kenshiro, like, that was all it took for me to get excited about it. Blew my mind that they included him as, like, part of the opening cast for the game, too. I used to watch Bleach on Toonami late at night in Adult Swim. When I stayed up later than I was supposed to. I didn't really get into it very much. Like, I don't know, because I watched a lot of the episodes out of order.
Even the dead could.
Yeah, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle. I like the Studio Ghibli movies. I think this past year I finally had the Mrs. sit down and watch them all because she hadn't seen them. Hang in there, bear. Why are they going after the bear? At least they ran out this way. That makes it hard to reach them because the bear's in the way. That creates a problem. But we have this at least. You get new encounters, not at night, but after you complete the tower and come back out, you can hunt down the other, the guy that runs away. I like her being right here by herself, but we can do this. I mean, depends on if the situation calls for it or not. I don't use it on my sorcerer since he gets bonus damage with fire.
Again, harder.
Is he gonna block me in? What a jerk. I didn't realize it was still going on. I thought they wrapped up Bleach.
Hold firm. You've endured worse.
Why could we just jump over him? Ah.
Come on.
So close.
Well done.
Yeah, so my sorcerer gets bonus damage on fire spells, and his cantrips, even if they miss, they still hit. So, that's why I'm not using Magic Missile on him. Her, it depends. I can use it here. Doesn't do a ton of damage. Scorching Ray does more damage. Yes, I'm actually gonna do 3 Let's Plays at one time. Since I'm not in school right now, I have the time to do so. Wait, can I break that while he's standing on it?
Take that!
Yeah, December 14th, I'm gonna start the Fatesworn DLC for Kingdoms of Amalur and finally wrap up that game. As far as I know, that will be the last DLC for it.
I trained hard for this.
Oh, that's right, she's in wolf form. Oh, wait, does everybody already have one? Huh, completely lost track of that. Well, neat. We can sell it. Oh, he's lethargic. Suppose that would do it. Oh no, he's by himself! Sorry, we just run him out of there. Well, he goes last. He should be okay. There's a good bear out there. Let's go dash him back this way as well. I knew there's gonna be another one in here. I mean, just like the other place. At least it's only one and not two. Still consider bright light. I guess there's no, like, roofs in here? No ceilings? Can we crawl through here during combat? I'll test it with her. I'm not gonna risk it with all my primary combatants. That's a good way to collapse the universe, I assume. I don't think that you should be putting bags of holding and bags of holding. It sounds like a apocalyptic event. Let's have him run this way. That's a good game. Oh, which are you playing? The dwarf, human, or elf? If you say elf, I think we all know why you're playing the elf.
Didn't think you could do it.
I was always a big fan of the dwarf myself. I didn't like how some of the abilities require certain weapon types, so if you found like a better axe or something, you couldn't use it. I guess you can't use this. Huh. Oh, that's fine. We probably won't need her for this. It's only one enemy. But not a big deal.
It seems effortless.
Is that the one that has Minsk as the cover art? Like a cartoonish version of Minsk. Speaking of, I finally got a new phone. For those of you who don't know, my old phone, it was an iPhone 8 or 6. I think it was an 8. Was just falling apart at the seams. Like the screen was shattered. It was shattered in the bottom right corner, and that was held together by Scotch tape. And then like I had these cracks running across like it was basically shattered from like the halfway, like the middle point and up, and that was held on by a screen cover. And then the screen itself started like popping out, so like the screen was actually disconnecting from like the body of the phone, and that was held on by masking tape. So I had 3 different types of tape holding my phone together. I got a new phone. I got a case for it on the way. It's Boo, and he's got like armor. He's got armor on and like a sword, and it says, "We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Or you, me and Boo, or something like that. That was pretty sweet.
Stop that!
Alright, good job. Glad to have you on the team.
Wait till the next one.
Oh, she can't go through. I guess it takes just a whole, all of her movement to do so. Oh no, she can still do stuff. Neat.
Oh, bad luck.
I couldn't find a case with any of Zan's quotes though. They probably wouldn't sell super well, which makes sense.
Ow!
Whoops.
That
Well, you know what, it worked out anyway. See, it's just to crawl in here and then get ambushed. But I knew there was an enemy in here, so I didn't crawl in here. Instead, I sent my sorcerer in there by himself. And he got ambushed. Oh man, it's past my stream time. Alright, so we're gonna... There's loot down here somewhere, right? No? Let me double check. Yeah, we saw that. Saw that. Saw that. Okay. We're gonna go back over here. Oh, I missed that basket. We'll grab that basket, we'll rest up, we'll call it a stream, and in the next one we'll enter the Master's Tower. Where the heck is it? Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, saying the basket is right beside me. Where the heck is it? Am I losing my mind? Basket. Like, there's this one here. That's the one that has the rations in it. There's one right beside me, according to the map. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sneaky. And it's a prime longsword, so we can make the Warden Blade. Which is fantastic because it gives people who don't normally have Guardian Spirits as a spell access to Guardian Spirits. We're halfway to level 8. They did increase the level cap, for those of you who don't know, with the Primal Calling expansion. Separate from the the paid DLC, they increased the level cap in the base game. Alright, we finished our greatsword. We can give that to our Barbarian. Since he's using just a regular great axe right now, he can actually start using his we give it to him? There we go. And then we can start making the Warden Blade. What's the Frostburn Longsword? We have 2 prime longswords. I think the Warden Blade's better because you get the Spirit Guardians. You can cast that and then swap to your other weapon and start hacking and slashing. Alright, I'm going to call it here, and in the next stream we will enter the Master's Tower, because I think we did everything around the edges. Let me just double check. Yeah, it looks like it's been done. And go from there. Probably level up in the next one as well. It'll be exciting. We hit level 8, so we get our next feat. And or attribute points, which we'll see. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. Stay safe, stay classy, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. And save this. Alright, take care everybody. See you guys tomorrow.